How will you start tackling this issue with your kids?
If I speak for myself,
Yeah.
because I'm also a father and a parent, I know that in as much as I'm supposed to make sure that I block by all means my kids from accessing pornographic sites, there's one thing that I also appreciate is that they also go to school, they interact with their friends, they interact with their peers.
Yeah.
So in any unlikely or unfortunate scenario that I find my kids watching pornography, then the first thing that I will do, and maybe they might even watch this video, the first thing that I will do is to engage them in a conversation. But then I will discipline them, because you know the Bible says that spare the rod and spoil the child. So I will discipline them, but I make sure that they understand the reason why I am doing what? I'm disciplining them.
Yeah.
Secondly, I will tend to have candid conversation with them, so that I get the bottom of it, to find out where they started all this, who enticed them into doing all this stuff, so that I can raise them to be responsible citizens. I want them to appreciate the gift of love.
True.
It's a beautiful gift, but when you exploit your sexuality when you're still young, a certain age will come when you will start cursing the society and your parents.
Yeah.
You will start saying that I wish they taught me, I wish they told me that what I was doing was not right.
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed my sexuality at the right time.
Yeah.
So basically, I believe, and my advice to all parents, my advice to the society is that yes, pornography is there. We have to contend with it. But please let us know that it has negative impact in our society.
Sure.
That is why we get marriages breaking right now.
Yeah.
We get young men who cannot be able to marry, because when you go home, what you are watching is not what you are going to do in the real world.
Real life.
Real life scenario.
Yeah.
So we really need as a society to be able to control by what means, by any means possible, the access of pornographic site and content in this country.
True. When I take you back, I heard a long time ago, sex was something important in marriage. Sex was, I think it was a gift. It was something ulikuwa unangoja until marriage. But if you compare it right now in the society we are living today, my friend, sex is like, I don't know the way I can describe it, because I think
it's a cup of tea.
Yeah, sex is like a gift. Yani, even if a father dies today, and you want to mourn, to help your girlfriend to mourn, the only thing you can offer is sex. I think that sex is like mourning. It's like a birthday gift. According to you, do you believe that the society of today are misusing sex? And what's the effect of young youth misusing sex in terms of in terms of future marriage?
Let me say this: we have what we call love.
Yeah.
We have lust.
True.
And we have infatuation. Allow me put this into context. That you know, where youths, when they engage in sex, then they feel that they are expressing affection and love to one another.
Sure.
Not knowing that this casual sex that they have, and to make the matter worse, that you might find that they're having multiple sex with multiple partners. Not knowing that they are exploiting, they are abusing something before its time. Let's take it in a scenario where you get to a mango tree, and then you get you find some mangoes there, and they are not ripe. Now wanze kuchuna, wanze kukula. Will you feel the sweetness of this mango?
No.
You won't. The same scenario happens when you start having sex before the right time. You abuse it, and then you are going to have a bitter end instead of enjoying it. So the youth that we have in our society today is abusing sex, and not only youths, because I think this bad character, hii tabia mbaya inapoanza hapa chini inasonga mpaka huko juu, unapata even other old men and women who still believe that they can have casual sex. That one is not basically enjoying the gift that we've been given by God through creation. And even if you don't believe in God, I want you to know that if you have casual sex, then you are going to deal with the consequences. But if you have responsible sex in a marriage setup, then you are going to enjoy it as a gift. It is going to be something beautiful and something very sweet.
True. Okay, when you go to the next question, but you know, by the talking about sex, unapata you find that kwa society watu wanasemanga ati maembe unakula na chumvi. Yeah, unaanza na chumvi. So sielewangi hiyo term inamaanisha nini. But maybe watatuambia pale kwa comment section. So, do you think that watching pornography can promote gender-based violence?
Yes and no. I say yes because if one partner is faithful, and the other partner is wayward, the other partner thrives in watching pornography, then unapata ya kwamba the moment you go, you watch it, when you come back at home, two things happen. If you're a man, and let us face the reality, if you're a man, you might come back home satisfied already. So you'll not want anything to do with your wife. And the wife will be ready for you. So then it means that you'll start having issues in the house. Because you know there's one thing, that the gift that God has given you, the gift of sexuality, is for you to satisfy one another. But then when now one person comes home satisfied and the other person is not satisfied, then it goes without saying that at the end of the day, you'll be having issues at home that might lead to gender-based what? Violence. Ladies tend to suffer in silence, but men will not suffer in silence. So I want to say yes, it will tend to that. Let me address the no part of it. The no is that one party might just decide, okay, if you have decided that is the way of life, then I'm also going to find my way of life. So you don't have issues at home in terms of violence, but then this other party will start also cheating outside there because you are coming home fully satisfied. So one thing that we need to appreciate is that if you can avoid by all means, I will advise you that please run away from pornography.
True. So, wacha turudi nyuma kidogo kwa the other question. Do you think that tunasemanga that watoto unapata you have not been told by your parents that you need to do this. So in terms of pornography, do you think that our children should be taught by the society, by the church, or the parents? Who should take the bigger part of it?
Again, I will reiterate what I said, that your child is your responsibility. If you train your child very well, then you will have peaceful retirement. And what I mean by this is that mtoto atakusumbua ukiwa mzee, lakini ukikosa kumtrain vizuri, akikuwa mang'aa, akifike pale nje, I want to tell you, hutakuwa na amani. Atakuwa na kusumbua. It's not just about pornography. Pornography is just one of the vices, by the way. Because pornography will also bring issues to do with drugs.
True.
Because these people, let me tell you,